Welcome to week 2 of critical thinking. This week we're going to continue looking at what is critical thinking, what is creative thinking, and we're also going to look a little bit at Bloom's taxonomy, which is a pyramid of ways that we learn. So you have 2 short videos, some reading to do. I just want to highlight this critical and creative thinking. This is a fairly large PDF. It's basically an ebook. Right now, I'm only assigning pages 3 through 9 to read, but you might want to download it and save it to refer to again. We will go back and use it again in this course. We also have Bloom's taxonomy, which is a concept that's commonly used in teaching. So this is the stages in which we learn. First, we remember something, then we understand it, how we can apply it, analyze, evaluate, and create. So you can see up here we're looking at a lot of the fundamentals of creative and critical thinking. So the idea is, how do we get from just here all the way to critical and creative thinking, and how we can apply that. And the one aspect and why this is important this week is because we're going to start our creative challenges. Creative challenges are a project that you'll be working on throughout this semester. We have 3 different stages. We have our planning stage, which we're going to talk about right now. We have a second stage in which we kind of check in and see how we've done, and then the final product will be your final paper. So the creative challenge is basically, think about something you've always wanted to learn how to do. Maybe it's a new hobby, or maybe it's building something. Maybe you want to take something that you used to be really good at as a kid and kind of stepped away from it. Or maybe it's something you never thought you had time to do. Well, now you do, and you're going to get graded on it. So choose a skill or learn how to build something so there's a final product. And you're going to research and develop a strategy to learn how to do this skill. Now, we'll have successes, we'll have some failures throughout the semester, and we're going to use discussion boards and journals to kind of chart our progress. And in the end, your final project will be essentially a portfolio of how you came to the final product. But right now, we're just going to talk about planning it, because thinking about how we learn and figuring out how we learn things and going about doing it is enough as it is a big enough task as it is. So in this project, you're going to create a 700-word researched MLA essay that describes why you chose what you chose, what's the purpose. Is it professional? Is it personal? And what methodology you're going to take to learn this skill. Are you going to be repetitious? Are you following the lead of somebody else who's an expert in that field? So why are you taking this task, and how you're going to about doing it. Look, and you're going to need 3 research sources. Make sure they're credible. So either use the library databases or credible news sources. If you're unsure of that, just send me the link. I'll be glad to check it out. And that's going to lead us into our discussion board for this week. So first off, let's brainstorm. What are potential skills or projects you'd like to do for your creative challenge? Consider listing about 3 of them. So this way you can get some feedback from classmates. Maybe someone already knows how to do that and they can give you some advice. Also, try to find people who are doing similar projects, and then throughout the semester we can kind of group you guys together on the discussion board. Secondly, use Bloom's taxonomy as a guide to sharing how you could develop a learning plan. So use that guide. First, we remember things and we evaluate and so on and so forth for one or all of your suggestions. Maybe working through all the suggestions briefly will help you decide which path or which skill you want to take on, or maybe develop one learning plan for the one you feel closest to and probably are most connected and probably will go forward with. So initial posts should be about 200 words, due Thursday. Responses should be at least about 50, due Sunday. And respond to at least 2 to 3 of your classmates. Your responses are worth at least 20 points of every discussion board. So those are very important. Responding is almost as important as the initial post. If we didn't do responses, you could have just submitted an assignment to me. So let's kind of create a support system and exchange some ideas this week. If you have any questions, if you're not sure what you'd like to learn, think in terms of sports, think in terms of games, think in terms of musical instruments. What's something that you've always wanted to kind of challenge yourself for. If you're unsure, email me. Maybe I can give you some suggestions. Also, if you're unsure if an idea is suitable for this project, remember it's got to last the whole semester and not take over your entire life. Email me. Be glad to talk it out with you. All right. Well, if you have any questions, email me, and have a great week.